Make anyone instantly respect you using this powerful 3-second trick. Have you ever walked into a room and felt like you were nothing? Not hated, not disliked, just invisible. You were there, but it's like no one really saw you. No one turned, no one paused, no one cared. And in that moment, you questioned your worth. You felt small, powerless, forgettable. But what if I told you that feeling could vanish in just 3 seconds? That there's a silent trigger hardwired into human psychology. A way to flip the script the moment you step into a room. No words, no status, no fame, just presence. Raw, primal presence. You could walk into a classroom, a party, a job interview, and make people feel your presence instantly, without even opening your mouth. This isn't a social trick. It's not a gimmick. It's a weapon, and once you learn how to use it, you'll never be ignored again. So listen closely, because what you're about to hear might just change the way the world sees you forever. There's a law, not written, not spoken, but deeply understood by the human brain. It's the law of first impressions, and it begins the moment someone sees you. You don't get 10 seconds, you don't even get 5, you get 3. In 3 seconds, the brain scans your face, your body, your posture. Are you a leader, a follower, a threat, a nobody? Thousands of years ago, humans relied on this instinct to survive. One wrong read, and you were prey. So the brain evolved to judge fast, without logic, without language. And today, that same instinct still runs the show. You walk into a room, and within moments, you're categorized. If you look unsure, rushed, insecure, you're labeled weak. If you enter too loud, too eager, too smiley, you're labeled desperate. But if you master those first 3 seconds, you unlock something rare. To understand the power of presence, we need to go back, before cities, before money, before modern society, to a time when humans lived in small tribes. Back then, your survival didn't depend on your social media following. It depended on one thing: how others perceived you. When a stranger entered the tribe's circle, the question wasn't, is he nice? It was, is he dangerous? Is he confident? Can he be trusted? These decisions were made in seconds, based on movement, posture, breath, because the brain didn't have time for language. It needed answers. Fast forward to today, we still carry that ancient software in our minds. We still judge first and think later. Every room you walk into today is a modern version of the tribal fire, and every eye that glances at you is still scanning. Are you a leader or are you nothing? Now here's where it gets real. You might think people listen to what you say, but they don't. They listen to your body, your silence, your breath, your stillness. The subconscious mind is watching every micro detail. Your eyes darting, they signal fear. Your feet shifting, they scream discomfort. Your hands fidgeting, they whisper insecurity. But a calm body, a still gaze, a slow breath, that's presence, that's power. Imagine 2 people walk into a room. One bursts in, smiling, waving, loud. The other walks in slowly, makes no sound, pauses and just looks. Who do you remember? It's always the second. Because their silence forces the brain to wonder, and wonder leads to respect. People don't follow noise, they follow certainty, and nothing is more certain than stillness. Here's a harsh truth. Most people destroy their presence by trying too hard. They think respect is earned through energy, so they smile too wide, they talk too fast, they move too much, they try to be nice, but deep down, it makes them desperate, and people can smell it. You see, desperation doesn't always mean begging. Sometimes it's hidden in over-effort, and the subconscious mind picks it up instantly. It says, this person wants approval. This person needs to be liked. And the moment you need something, you give away power. Respect doesn't come from chasing attention. It comes from commanding attention without asking for it. The people who are respected the most are the ones who are the least reactive. They don't rush, they don't fill every silence. They're not desperate to connect. Here's how the 3-second rule works. Step 1, the entrance pause. As you step into a room, pause. Not dramatically, just half a second. Why? Because most people rush in, which shows nervous energy. Your pause breaks that pattern. It says, I'm in no hurry, I belong here. Step 2, the scan. Slowly scan the room. Not like you're searching, like you're observing. Let your eyes land on 2 to 3 people. Make eye contact, but don't smile. Just look, hold, then move on. It creates one powerful message: I see you, I don't need anything from you. Step 3, unlock the body. Drop your shoulders, loosen your jaw, lift your chin just slightly. Then take one slow, deep breath. Step 4, the smirk. Not a smile, not a grin, a subtle knowing smirk, like you're in on a secret. Why? Because unreadable expressions force the brain to fill in the blanks, and when people can't read you, they assume strength. By the way, if you're still with me, I've got something very special for you. The Sigma's Black Book of Untouchable Power. It's an ebook that contains the forbidden knowledge used by high-level thinkers. But this will be deleted soon. The elites don't want this out. So check the description or pinned comment right now to grab it before it's gone. Now here's a bonus tactic to make the 3-second rule even more powerful. This one is subtle, but powerful. We're wired to make eye contact when we're speaking, but confident people reverse it. They make eye contact when the other person is speaking and break eye contact when they speak. Why? Because it flips the balance. Most people look to gain approval when they talk, but if you look away when speaking, your words will carry more weight. So the next time you walk into a room, don't chase attention, don't perform, don't shrink, just pause, breathe, own your silence. Because power isn't about how loud you are, it's about how deeply you're felt without ever needing to speak. The world doesn't respect noise, it respects presence. And once you master that, you'll never be invisible again. Now listen carefully. Dark mindset isn't just another channel on the internet. It's a rise of power. So if you're serious about becoming powerful, then subscribe now or stay weak forever. The choice is yours.